Hey up, welcome to the Cannon Hall Farm podcast. With us, the Nicholson brothers, farmers Rob and Dave.
We're two Yorkshire farmers who, along with our dad Roger, brother Rich and the rest of our family, have turned a farm with 2 sheds and a barn into an award-winning tourist attraction.
You've seen us on telly, live on Facebook, and now we've got our very own podcast.
On today's episode, we're delighted to welcome Amy, who is Compliance Manager, Health and Safety Manager, Joint Farm Manager. She's got a lot of titles, but she's doing a great job.
Coming up. Philip had the best sheep, right?
No, but you like him
top the
cheering
mark.
you on from the sidelines, though, don't you?
He doesn't cheer. He does not cheer.
Told me off at Yorkshire Show for walking too near to the one in front, didn't he? That's what he said. He said,
Oh, no.
drop back, Robert, drop back. If you get any closer, you'll be humping the cow in front of you. So what have you been up to this week then, Dave?
Well, tupping time is
You've
coming.
been tupping?
No, tupping time is coming up.
All right. I'm
Right.
glad to hear that.
And it's preparing your flocks, putting them in the right fields, flushing them. That means put them on some lush grass you use, flush those eggs out of them, so that when the rams come in, you're going to get twins and triplets.
So what you're saying is you put the ewes onto an improving level of nutrition,
Yep.
so that it increases their fertility, makes them more likely to get in lamb, makes them more likely to have 2 lambs instead of 1.
Exactly. You don't want loads of singles, but you don't want too many triplets, and you don't want too many quads, if any. Twins are perfect.
We want Goldilocks' porridge, don't we?
We want them all to have 2.
So, yeah, it's been a busy time. We've been printing pedigrees off. I've been going through the pedigrees, making sure that the ram that we're using is not too closely related to the ewe that we're using.
Yeah.
So there's more to it, pedigree sheep breeding, than just saying, there you go, lads, sow your wild oats, go and enjoy yourself.
And some of these we're going to sell in our November sale.
Yep.
So, it's very important that, we pick the right rams that are going to, so their lambs are going to be sought after. So perhaps use, some of our champion rams on these sheep.
Yeah, quite often when we look at a ewe, we need to pick the perfect ram that's going to, if that ewe's maybe, if it could just be a little bit longer, well, then we pick our longest ram to hopefully make the perfect lamb that comes out of it. We've got to try and pick faults in the female, solve the faults with the male to make the perfect lamb.
Exactly. So
And that's what we've been up to this week.
And it's interesting, it's enjoyable.
Yeah.
Because all you want is a better sheep at the end of the day.
We want next year's lambs to be better than this year's, the years after it to be better than that, and if we keep improving, we know we'll stay somewhere near the top of the job.
Exactly.
It's now time to welcome Amy onto the sofa to hear all about her journey at Cannon Hall Farm and her hopes and aspirations for the future. Dave, budge up the bed, let Amy squeeze in there.
One day you can move across.
I know, but I'm oldest. Delighted to welcome Amy, Farm Manager, Compliance and Health and Safety Manager. She's got some big jobs, but luckily she's got big shoulders. She's on the podcast today. So, Amy, welcome. Tell us all about how you arrived at Cannon Hall Farm.
Well, hi. I started when I was 16 as work experience. So it was Easter. I don't know what year I was 16. A lot of years ago.
How old are
Easter's
you
a
now?
busy time.
25 now.
Oh, so 9 years.
Yeah. Coming
Fantastic.
up to 10 years.
Yeah.
I started on work experience when we had the petting area down at the bottom with the rabbits and the guinea pigs. And I started, can you remember the Cannon sisters? Laura and Rachel.
Okay.
Started with them. And did 2 days work experience, and then Linda offered me a job, and you've been stuck with me ever since, basically.
Right, for context, Amy works alongside Linda as joint farm manager, and then there's Ruth, there's Philip, there's us, there's loads of people in quite an eclectic mix who design policy and make sure the animals are well looked after.
Yeah, it's a big task force, but it's a big job, I think. So it needs a lot of different ideas. To keep everyone and the animals safe.
So you kicked off then, Amy, as one of Linda's girls,
Yep.
right? Where she took you to her bosom and looked after you and taught you various tasks and things about the running of the farm?
Oh, the important stuff, Rob, like bins. I know Dave.
Yeah, well, I do the bin job a lot round here. It is keep the site looking good, very important. Did you do the farm entrance?
I did the farm entrance. I did the petting area, like I said, washrooms, races.
Yeah.
I used to be a race girl. I haven't done them in a long time.
Now, back then, did we have like a bag of food that you rattled to encourage them round?
Did you run in front?
Yes, I think.
Do you think we should bring that back?
No.
No?
No, we don't need it. They know what
it's
they're doing.
theatre, though. It's theatre.
It's theatre if you fall over,
Well,
which I think I did do actually.
Well,
David the vet used to do it. He used to run in front with that bag of food to encourage the sheep to chase him.
And did he fall over?
Well, he liked the wind going through his hair. That's the thing. Yeah.
Maybe you should get him back on now to relive his younger
We
days.
will have David back on the setting.
To do the sheep race.
Well,
So you worked at the farm whilst completing your education, then, Amy. What were you studying? What's been your journey in education? How have you ended up sticking around at the farm and obviously progressing to the roles that you now hold? Because they're very responsible jobs.
Yeah, a long one. So I started when I was in year 11 in high school. So you've had me since my GCSEs.
What school?
Hetland White Grammar School.
Oh, right.
So fair away from you.
Yeah.
Did my GCSEs, stayed on there for sixth form, where I did triple science and fine art, just for a random one, yeah.
Right.
I wasn't convinced I could pass physics, so I thought, I'll put...
You give yourself a backstop.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Right.
But I wanted to do medicine at Imperial College in London.
Oh, wow.
And at that time, they didn't recognise art as a subject.
Right.
So I had to keep my 3 sciences that I didn't
So
really
you
believe
did an
in myself.
extra?
So I did an extra one, yeah.
Wow, that's commitment.
And then I ended up at Newcastle University doing biomedical sciences. Didn't get onto medicine. I tried.
Yeah.
But I am glad of it now. Transferred then onto pharmacology, which is drug development. Did my 3 years doing that, but I did it during COVID. So my dissertation got cancelled, so I ended up doing 3.5 years. By which point I was thoroughly fed up of education.
Yeah.
And I was here the whole way through, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to take a year out. So I did a year just on the farm, and I think me and Will Booth did our first contracted year together on the farm. And then, John said that he was going, and because I did health and safety with my university degree, it kind of lined up nicely.
And we
for him.
fast-tracked you to stardom.
You have. Very fast.
You've done a few little gigs with Look North and Calendar.
Yeah, I think more forced upon me. I'm not the most
But to be fair,
confident.
Amy, it doesn't look forced.
No.
You
That's
don't look
okay.
anything
The last one
other than natural and confident.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know,
that's okay.
It certainly didn't come across that you weren't relishing the opportunity. I thought you took it with both hands.
Well, the last one you did, I thought you were really good. You were smiley, you were keen, and it came across really
and
well.
Amy, please don't take that you're not normally smiley. It doesn't.
No,
it's not what
no,
it's meaning.
no, but you were.
It's okay, Rob. I've heard what
You
you
were a
say
lot-
about me.
You did everything right.
Thank you. What no one sees below the camera is that I'm like shaking my legs again.
Well, live links as well.
Yeah.
It can be quite intimidating.
Yeah.
I've done it, and I didn't like it at first.
I think I was well prepped for the first live one though, because it was the one where they do the pre-recorded one
Yeah.
and then the live one, so I kind of already knew
What
I
you're
had
gonna
to
do.
say. Yeah, but no, I don't mind it. It's not my favouriteest thing in the world ever, but no,
I
it's
know, but
nice.
to step up and do it is
You've
big.
also done live broadcasts
I have.
on our platforms, haven't you?
Yeah, again, doing the first one of those was very daunting, but the supporters were all lovely. I do remember saying to everyone, please be nice to me. And they were very nice and supportive.
But you took to it again, like I would say, like a duck to water. You know, I would say you looked natural.
Oh, thank you. That's not an excuse to give me more.
No matter how you were feeling inside, it didn't look that way from the outside looking in anyway. So
That's good. At least I can put on a picture.
yeah. So in terms of the obviously the health and safety on our site, and don't worry, it doesn't all rest on Amy's shoulders, but you're our you're the person responsible, but you've got backup from other people to help and support all of us in that, haven't you, as well? So
Especially at the moment. So obviously I took over from John, but John's still here, so he's still on side if I need a hand with anything.
Uncle John, we call him. don't
Uncle
we?
John, yeah. So he's always there as a sounding board. I'll message him at all times of day.
Keep doing that.
Make sure he's earning his keep.
Yeah.
And then we've had Shane come on, and he's got a consultant on for us as well. Just like you said, it's such a big site.
Yeah.
And, I mean,
Well,
I don't know a bit.
there's so
but-
many plates in there.
Yeah.
You know,
can only spin so
dog
many.
cafe at White Bull, farm shop, bakery,
Yeah.
car park, the farm, playgrounds. You know, it's a big umbrella.
Yeah. Yeah, so you've got your food safety as well, chemicals, machinery,
Yeah.
all sorts. So we've got a consultant now that makes sure that we're towing the line legally. So they're really, really good.
Are they? Has that been a positive thing?
Yeah,
Good.
massively. Definitely. So a very good idea from Shane was that.
Well, he came to me and said, "Look, I really think this would help Amy grow as a professional. You know, that you've got someone then that you can cast back to and say, what do you think to this? Am I doing the right thing here? Am I doing?" And that must give you comfort and confidence that you can get things right going forward.
Definitely. There's been a few things I've sent over and they've said, no, they're spot on, and it is nice. But there's
Yeah.
also been a few things where they've been like, oh, we'll just tweak it a little bit. So it's just nice to know that you're doing the right thing.
Good. So that's all going really well. In terms of the farm management side of things, it's obviously a big site. There's lots of animals. There's lots of people. There's lots of activities taking place. Things like the animal experiences. We've got to make sure that everything we're doing is entirely right for the people visiting, entirely right for the animals themselves. And that can be quite a challenge as well, Amy.
Definitely. I think they're a bit like my baby, them VIP animal experiences, aren't they? But no, 100% trying to get together what you think everyone would like to do.
Yeah.
How it's actually going to work logistically as well. I know we have a lot of backwards and forwards, being like, oh, could we do this? No, we can't because of this. But yeah, definitely, it's a challenge in itself. The staff are always very willing, though. They all get on board with it. We couldn't do it without those guys. I think we found that Charlotte is the VIP experience
isn't she?
extraordinaire, haven't we? Which she really excels with them. So it's nice to know that whatever you put to the team, they kind of go, okay.
Well,
I think Charlotte, Dave, I wouldn't give her... If I was marking her for brushing up, it wouldn't be I think she's the worst brusher up.
yeah.
But if you're marking her for entertaining people in a relaxed, informative way, she's right at the top of the game, isn't she?
Absolutely.
When,
yeah.
when I'm shearing and I ask her to do a little chat, a chat is 10 out of 10. And I'm learning. I didn't know half the stuff she was coming out with. You know, she's very, very good at that. Now, yesterday morning, we turned the little horses out and they've got some lovely plaited tails. Whose idea was it to plait the tails on a VIP experience?
That was mine.
Yeah,
My
I liked
idea.
it.
I can't say I'm very good at it, but I know Hannah W.
Yeah.
She's very good at it. And Marie, I think, if it's ones you turned out this morning, it might have been Marie's from yesterday.
Well, again, I thought it was a great idea.
So
and
for
nice
context,
for the public.
these animal experiences, it's where people will normally pay to come and look around the farm. They'll wander around the paths. They'll do everything that we do with the sheep racing, the talks and all that malarkey. The animal experiences is where they pay a higher fee, but they'll get to go behind the scenes to go in the pens with the animals. We've got to make sure it's safe. We've got to make sure it's interesting. We've got to make sure that they feel they've had value for money for their extra behind the scenes content, and that can be quite a challenge. We've got to think of something that's safe, that's interesting, that adds value that gives value for money, and that people want to do. And it's not always straightforward, is it?
No, and I think value for money is something that plagues me quite a lot. So I'm always concerned that people aren't fully enjoying what we've given them. So we've called back the Shire Horse experiences because I didn't think that we were delivering the best that we could. So that's in the works to be improved because I don't want people to come and think, oh, well, that wasn't what I expected.
We
Which I think
want
at the
them
minute,
to come back and do another one because they've enjoyed that one so much.
which a lot of people do. A lot of people will have done all of the experiences across the board. They almost kind of compare them to each other.
Yeah. So just for context, the Shire Horse experience is temporarily withdrawn while we get some new kit fitted.
Yeah.
So that people can get in to wash and brush and,
get
and
closer to
plait
them.
and touch the Shire horses, and that the Shire horses can get something from it as well because they genuinely like the attention from people. But we've got to make sure it's done in a way where they can't get trodden on and any harm come to them.
Absolutely. I think the biggest thing with your Shire horses is how big they are, and you don't get that accurate sense until you stood next to them. So That was a major thing. And like we explained with the mini horse experience, it's made them so much friendlier. So when the vet comes, when the farrier comes,
Really?
they're so much, much easier now. Yeah.
Right. I suppose even with the Shire horses, you'll show how to pick the feet up. You'll pick them out. And that's all good practice for when the farrier comes.
Yeah, and it needs to be done daily as well. So it helps with our daily maintenance and monitoring. It means that it's getting done and ticked off.
You've been here 9 years. What kind of change have you seen in those 9 years then, Amy?
Oh, a lot. I think I came just before the soft play was fully built.
All right, so that long ago.
So the soft play was new.
Well, you've been here more than 9 years then, because that was
have I?
2014.
Oh, maybe it would just opened then. I think I was the first
Were
one
you
of
a play
people.
marshal?
Yeah, I think I was
Yeah.
one of the first one of people that
Did
had
you
to
sit at the top of the slide?
I actually did that at the same time as Dale's wife, Alice, did it. And I
Yeah.
remember she was at the bottom of the slide and I was at the top, and we'd been forgotten about, and we were in there for 2 hours. And we were on the radio to each other.
You can't do enough for a good firm, can
Yeah.
you? Yeah. And I suppose that can be the fact that you've been there, been on the wrong end of being forgotten about.
Oh, no one ever got forgot about ever again.
No, but you sort of know what that feels like, and maybe that is actually a good thing.
Yeah, definitely. I think I try and make sure that the less favourable jobs, we'll call them, we don't have to do the drop side anymore, thankfully, always gets rotated, because I know how it can be a bit disheartening.
Yeah.
Maybe, if you're emptying bins all day or you're kind of stuck somewhere all day.
David's dream job, that emptying bins all day.
But, right, Saturday, 3:30.
You do love bins.
Saturday,
don't
3:30. I came round to borrow the JCB, and it was there. Bucket were full of hay. Nobody had given the sheep anything. So I went and did that. Came back. I thought, well, no one's done bins, so I started doing that. I'm going to have to, did you notice on Sunday I said, can Hannah do the bins, please? So I made sure some of them got done.
I even helped with bins
Did
yesterday,
you?
Dave.
Well, there you go.
Me and old Anna did them one day.
Oh, I remember that
Yeah,
day. We
yeah.
were here till really late, weren't we?
Yeah.
I tell you what,
We
you've
had
been
no one who
proud of
could
us
drive
that day.
JCB. Literally, I was the only driver that could drive it, and I'm not brilliant. I'm
We
slow.
managed.
Did
Yeah, we managed.
Did you
managed.
drive it up and down that ramp?
Yeah.
Oh, well, good job.
And Hannah did as well,
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
In the end, I let her do it because it saved me climbing in and out.
Yeah. Well, she's pretty good on that now, isn't she?
I think so, yeah, she's picked it up.
So it feels good that you've been here such a long time, that you know the place inside out, that you know what it feels like to be on at the lower end of the pecking order, that hopefully you can appreciate what the place needs to do to make everyone feel included.
Yeah, I'd hope so. I'd hope that I try and make everyone feel included. I definitely try and think about where everyone is and what's going on at all times. It's kind of one of them situations, that's when you miss your supervisors. If there's ever a day where it's just me and there's no Ruth or Danny, I am eager for them to come back, because you're trying to keep track of where everyone
Yeah.
is and make sure everyone's happy and make sure your customers are happy. So that's definitely a day.
I think that's it's entirely right that you worry about customer perception. I suppose you're always looking at reviews. We've had that feedback. What can we do to make that better? That's sort of a big part of the job now. Social media reviews give us an insight into what our customers are thinking.
That's still John's job, is the reviews. He
Is
doesn't
it?
trust me to...
I haven't relinquished that
some
yet.
of them come to me. Other ones, he doesn't quite trust me to respond with the correct level of
Right.
Professional.
professionalism.
Now, a question that I thought of when I've been sat here. Now, recently at the Yorkshire Show, you showed some sheep for
yeah,
the first time.
Oh, yeah.
Good question.
How did you
that?
feel when you're in that ring, especially with Philip watching you, right? Because he wants everything perfect.
Yeah, he
right?
does.
How did it go?
It went okay, I think.
You did well, didn't you? Didn't
think
you
it
come
went-
about fourth?
In one of them, yeah, I showed two, and the second one came fourth. I was very glad that I had the team that I had. I know I had
Yeah.
Dale in front of me, and then I had Ruth, Phil, Kate behind, and I was constantly looking between the two to make sure I was doing it correctly.
I know, but you first time you show something, it is nerve wracking, especially first time I showed the sheep. I constantly Philip were going, it's leg, like because they move, don't they?
Yeah.
And you have to put that leg back in the right
Yeah.
position.
You love his encouragement, don't you?
Oh, I do. I said, well, basically, I said to him, come on, Philip, let's just go to the pub. I said, because Philip had the best sheep, right? He didn't even get in the best 10, right? I came 8th, and it was a little bit disheartening. And that sheep went on to
But you like him
top the
cheering
mark.
you on from the sidelines, though, don't you?
He doesn't cheer. He does not cheer. He'll go. Basically, if a cow's not stood right, if a sheep's not stood, he'll be going.
He told me off at Yorkshire Show for walking too near to the one in front, didn't he?
I was concentrating
What
on
did
what I
Dale?
was doing.
What did he say? If you get any closer, you'll be humping it. That's what he said. He said,
Oh, no.
drop back, Robert, drop back. If you get any closer, you'll be humping the cow in front of you.
Probably sound advice.
Yeah. Well, I was trying to keep her going because she was stalling a bit. And if you let her slow down, then she tried to stop. So I was trying to keep her going. It was the cow in front wasn't going fast enough.
Yeah.
That was the problem.
What's that saying where a bad worker always blames his tools or something like that?
A bad shower blames his cow.
Yeah, blames the cow in front.
Well, you might find out when you're showing a cow, it's physically demanding because you're lifting its head, you're
I'll
trying
leave
to
that
make
to
it
Danny, I
stand
think.
right. It's a good experience.
Did you
But-
enjoy the having a go?
Yeah, I did, definitely.
Yeah.
My number one aim was to not let the sheep go. And I managed. I did fall over, but
Not
I managed
easy,
to not
is
let the
it?
sheep
No.
go.
They've got a mind of their own and they're strong.
Well, Kate's done it a lot of times, and it's easy to let them go.
Yeah, that was my sole aim,
Yeah.
to be fair. So the fourth was an added bonus.
I saw a video of Kate where she reached forward with her foot just to move its foot. I thought, God, that's
she's got long
That's
limbs,
that's
hasn't
mountain
she?
climbing,
isn't it?
isn't it?
No, I watched that video and I didn't watch it till a week or so after the Yorkshire Show because I hadn't had time. And I just thought, what a joyful, entertaining, happy video that looked. I was really
Yeah.
pleased. I thought it was great that Philip gave everyone a turn, let everyone have a go. I would imagine it was morale building, team building, and left you feeling as though you'd done a good thing.
Yeah,
That's how
no,
the video
absolutely,
came
yeah.
across.
No, it was definitely very enjoyable. I was glad to be there. But yeah, daunting.
Well, it came across on the video that you really enjoyed it.
I did,
Yeah.
definitely.
So we'll book you for another.
So,
Small
Dave,
animals only, please.
when you're showing, Dave, how important is that encouragement from Philip to you for getting the job done?
To be honest with you, it makes you want to get the job done right, right? Because you don't want that from the sidelines. But usually, when we go to Carlisle, Philip's is in the mix with me anyway.
Yeah.
But he's not just looking at his own sheep.
No, he's always looking at
He's
you.
looking
isn't
at
he?
mine, and he's looking at everybody else's.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, you've just got to you hold the sheep. There's no halters.
You've got to look at the judge as well, haven't
Oh,
you?
yeah.
Did you look at the judge?
I was just smiling.
Yeah?
I just wanted them
You
to
see,
take pity on me.
when Helen showed at the Westmoreland show, judge came in.
Helen Skelton,
Yeah.
just for context.
She goes, "Hello, how are you doing?" And like that, you don't actually greet the judge when they come
No.
over. She did.
Don't you?
She won.
Did you say, how do you do?
Oh, you can do, but when you with the sheep, usually everyone's quiet, and everybody's just concentrating on doing that.
Well, maybe you're all doing it wrong and Helen Skelton were doing it right by
Well,
saying hello.
Well, she got reserved. She got champion, didn't
Yeah.
she? So she was doing something
To be
right.
fair, when that one nearly sent me flying and I kept hold of it, the
Yeah.
judge asked if I was okay, and I
Did
was
he?
like, yeah, I'm fine, thank you. And then we got fourth, so maybe
Yeah.
the communication. But then Charlotte stares the judges out, doesn't she? And
Yeah.
she does really well.
Do
So
you think she's a bit intimidating, though?
I've never seen her actually. Oh, have I seen her? I don't think I have, but I've heard her. I've heard that she's got a stare.
Yeah.
I've seen him on my phone when they're showing, especially in America. They're very focused, aren't they?
Have you seen the pig showing?
Yeah.
I want to do that.
Yeah?
I think I'd be really good at that.
Have you ever steered a pig?
Yeah. I'm
Well-
on about the facials mainly.
Okay. Well, perhaps we'll get some pedigree pigs and we can show some of those.
Amy, I feel as though the farm's in a really good place. I think we're giving people a really great day out. I think in the main, they really enjoy the place. Where do you think we can go? What's our next step that we can go to?
I've got 2 words for you, Rob.
Yeah.
Red pandas.
Red pandas.
Yeah, I stand by it.
I would love a red panda.
I want red pandas.
Not a black and white panda.
I'd love them, but I
Yeah.
don't think we'd get them.
Yeah. So Amy thinks red pandas. David, what do you think?
I think we've got 1 or 2 empty enclosures. I think we should get really look at what animals show themselves off.
Red pandas.
Yeah, but not in the reptile house.
They're not nocturnal, are they?
No.
Right.
Yeah, that's the thing. Some of these animals, So I would improve the reptile house, get one or two things different in the mammal house, and I'd like to again the outside playground where the climbing forest. I think that could be our next project, and we could even have a little enclosure next to that for the kids to look at.
Yeah, you could demolish the climbing forest, plant some bamboo there.
And get some pandas.
And get some red pandas.
I haven't got a contact in China, and that China only loans these animals out. You never actually own them.
I think Amy's got a great shout there with red pandas. I think they would be a real addition. I think that we should fine-tune our farm animal offering, hopefully keep moving up the grades in terms of showing. We've got Suffolk sheep, we've got Dutch spotted sheep, Valais sheep, short-horn cattle, Highland cattle. All these things are commendable. We just want to get slightly better all the time so that when we take them to shows and Shire horses, that we're getting those blue and red rosettes rather than you've done well just to be here and rub shoulders with everyone else.
Yeah, it's a funny colour, but it's seventh.
Yeah.
I like the purple ones. I think that's the prettiest colour.
Okay.
Is that what you got for fourth?
I don't know what colour fourth is.
Yeah. So it's been a real pleasure having Amy on the couch, learning all about her journey from being a school person to actually holding a position of real seniority at Cannon Hall Farm. We're very lucky to have her. We're very grateful for her efforts. We know she's fiercely committed to the farm, and that we're looking forward to working alongside her to take this farm to reach its absolutely full potential.
With red pandas. Yeah, thanks, Rob.
With
Thank
red
you very
pandas,
much.
you've heard it here first.
I don't know where we're going to get a red panda from.
We need to get one now. Thanks for listening to this episode of the Cannon Hall Farm podcast.
Now, if you've really enjoyed it, why not book a VIP animal experience and see what Amy's been talking about? It's her little baby, this one, and people really, really love them.
I can recommend Meet the Mini Donkeys and Mini Ponies. It's an absolutely enjoyable experience.
Book now. Go to cannonhallfarm.co.uk.
Great idea that, Dave. But until next time, I've been Farmer Rob.
I've been Farmer Dave. Bye-bye.